Are you guys ready? It is the kickoff to Gasparilla, the hands down the biggest event in the Bay Area for the year. And today we start off with the Gasparilla Children's Parade. It's expected to be the biggest one ever. And so we thought we would help you guys out if you're headed out there. Steve Haggerty with the Tampa Police Department is here with us today to talk about some tips, things you need to know, changes for this year. Good to have you.
Good morning.
As always. I love the tip we were just talking about that parents should do before they go out to the parade.
Yeah, the theme that I'm going with this year is use your smartphone and make a lot of smart decisions. The children's parade, there's going to be a lot of children out there. One of the problems that we have is that children tend to wander. You know, they want to get a good view of what's going on. Sometimes the parents aren't keeping a close eye on them, and then they completely lose it when they can't find their child. Take a picture of your little pirate before you go out so we know exactly what they're wearing, what they look like that day. If you have a problem, go up to an officer. They're going to be everywhere, right? Show them the picture, and before you know it, there will be dozens of officers looking for exactly that.
Exactly that. Well, because when people go and the officer says, what does your child look like? They're dressed like a pirate, like every other child at the parade.
Exactly.
What are some changes, some security changes that people may notice this time?
Well, what we've done the last several years is we've had a lot more staff there, and what you'll find is we'll have officers several blocks into the neighborhood. Several years ago, we had more arrests than we do in recent years, and I would attribute that to we've got a lot more officers out there, and they go more deep into the neighborhood, so that if you're coming down, there's probably an officer on that corner, there's probably an officer on that corner. They're going to be on bikes. We also have medics on bikes, by the way, so that if anything happens in the crowd, you can't get an ambulance in there, but we've got medics who can get there pretty immediately. And
not just for the children's parade, but for the main event, which of course is next weekend, people always forget what they can and can't bring.
Right. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to buy food down there and something to drink down there, so we would discourage bringing a lot with you. There's a lot of walking going on too, so you don't want to weigh yourself down too much, but you can bring some things. Just don't bring any alcohol. There are areas where you can drink. Along the parade route.
In a tent or in a fenced-in area, correct?
And along the parade route. Yeah, absolutely. And down in the park. And if you go to tampagov.net/Gasparilla, gives you tips about where to park, gives you tips about the things that you can and cannot do, and the best routes to take. Not too many roads are closed down, but you still need to be careful about getting in.
Okay, so let's talk about parking, because I do have to ask. You see on the side streets leading to Bayshore all the signs that say no parking, and we will enforce. Will it really be enforced? Do you expect a lot of tow trucks out there?
You know, for the children's parade, we really rarely tow anybody, but we do put up, the signs are up since yesterday. We're really giving out warnings. People know the drill. I mean, it's Gasparilla. Right. You can't get too close, and you don't want to park in front of somebody's house. Today and this morning, we will tow. Children's parade, we generally don't have a problem, but for next week, we'll be towing some cars if we need to. Absolutely.
Okay, good to know. So tampapolice.gov, is that?
Tampagov.net/Gasparilla.
We're going to put this up on our
Please
website.
Do.
Plus a ton of information, a rundown of events, not just for today's children's parade, but throughout the week. And of course, next weekend, you can find all that online right now at abcactionnews.com. James?
All right, thanks, Lindsay. Let's take a live look at Tucson.